dropping in, stopping by. If you see at the beginning of the stream, at the end of the stream, welcome. I am your host, Maria, and today I am joined by none other than this professional, amazing artist, Igor from the Rippaverse. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming. This is so exciting. I'm going to pick your brain. I am so
Thanks for having me. It's my pleasure.
So I don't know if you know the what we do here in this art stream. It's basically an open concept art stream. For those of you dropping in for the first time, it's an open concept art stream in which the artist does whatever they want at whatever pace they want, and they don't even have to finish the stream. This is not a finish it stream. So we work on stuff, and people see the frustrations, they see the real things that are happening behind the amazing things that we get, like for example in the Rippaverse, or the amazing things that we get in other indie comics, things like that. Because believe it or not, we artists, we do have our days.
Yeah.
And well, Igor here is a digital artist, though he is a traditional also artist. He does digital work for the time being. He can actually delete it and start over, whereas I have to rip a page and literally start over, and it's very frustrating. So
it is.
So thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Oh, what do you have for us tonight?
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna ink and detail this page a little bit more.
Okay.
It's a page from a comic I'm making with a friend of mine that I got to know on Twitter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Paul there. So I think I'm gonna ink this splash page. The idea was to have these two characters fighting while they are falling from a portal that's up here.
That's sick.
So I think, yeah. So I try to make have a perspective where you see the portal above, them fighting, and then the ground where they're going. So it's kind of a fisheye. Not really. There's not a lot of distortion, but you can see the top and the bottom of the scene. So, and I tried different poses. This is the beauty of the digital. You got layers. That's
you got layers.
So I tried different poses. So I tried this one, but I didn't enjoy it so much. So I changed to this one. I think it's more dynamic.
Oh yeah.
So delivering a little bit more of a punch.
Nice.
Fix some anatomy stuff, but yeah, it's pretty much ready to ink.
Oh, that's so cool. It feels like it gives me I don't know, the one on the bottom, the face gives me Predator alien vibes.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the alien because of the shape, I think. I was kind of going for a shark because I love sharks.
Okay.
Paul gave me freedom to design this character. I can actually show what I made for him. So it looks like this.
Ah, okay.
So I'm paying a lot of homage to Berserk.
Okay. Yes.
And one thing that Miura did really well was monsters, right?
Yes.
So he was great at drawing monsters, and he was always using the human teeth. Which I think is kind of unsettling when you see monsters. So I wanted to use that for this demon thing, and that's gonna be So this is gonna be the page that I'm gonna ink. I had fun designing this character. I love drawing monsters. Everyone that follows me, follows the Rippaverse, know that's kind of my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks so sick. The perspectives, the big leg, then the small leg. Oh my gosh. I myself I'm just starting off in perspectives and human character shapes. I basically find a reference and use that. But I am I cannot do I really like dynamic poses, but I can't do them very well at the moment. I'm still I'm working on it.
But yeah, that's how it goes, right? Like fundamentals is something that you're gonna be practicing like your entire life.
Mm-hmm.
There's no end to like, oh, now I know everything that I need to know about perspective. It's
I
all
wish it
trial
was.
and error.
You know,
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
it be
wish.
nice? Wouldn't it be nice as like in the Matrix, they just like upload a program onto your brain, and it's like, oh,
Oh,
I know how to
that
draw
that would be great.
perspectives.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be so cool. It'd be so
that would be
sweet.
great. Yeah.
So,
So yeah. So
eh,
what are you drawing?
okay, so well, first of all, Tara Crystal's in the house as always. Tara Crystal,
Hello.
he's my main mod. He's always here, always supporting my art. So what I'm doing is actually I'm doing a commission that was commissioned to me, uh, redundant, back in March or April, I think. My customers, thankfully, are very patient, because they know that I'm not doing this full time. So I do it on my own time, and that's the condition to do it. So I'm a big literature fan. I was like, I love reading fantasy books a lot. Like I've read so many books, and there's this one fantasy writer called Brendan Sanderson who did the Stormlight Archives and the Cosmere World and Mistborn. So a colleague from the office, he has one of my books, and he's reading Mistborn, the
Right.
second thing, and he said, can you make me a bookmark of two of the main characters, one on each side? And I'm like, that's two art pieces, by the way, that you're going to be charging double. He's
Yeah.
like, it's fine. And he's super well off, so I really don't care. I was like, I'm going to charge him. So I have no issues, no qualms. So
Yes.
the first one was Kelsier, which is this guy here, and I'm trying to get him to be a guy. The last time I did it ended up kind of looking female, like a girl. So so this is the obviously what I'm going to do is I'm trying to get like a dynamic pose, and he's flying in the
Right.
air technically, and this is the size of the bookmark. So I'm doing my drafts here. When I finish those, I'm just going to trace it and transpose it to the bookmark, and then I'll just ink it and watercolor it.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Watercolor is such a difficult medium.
I know. It's one of the it's my preferred medium. To be honest, I love watercolor, but it is very difficult. And I don't know about you, but I tried pastels, like the
Right.
kindergarten stuff,
Yeah.
pastels, and I was like, this is hard.
It is. It is very
It's
hard.
like I was recently interviewed for a job as an artist, as art teacher
Oh,
in a
nice.
lower school. So I'm hoping to get the job. But
Nice.
it was hilarious because they said, and what about pastels? Do you pastels? And I'm like, and I look at them and like, I mean, I do, but just to let you know, pastels are actually extremely hard to work with as a medium. It's just like not easy at a
Yeah.
professional level. And they
Yeah.
looked at me and they're like, really? I'm like, yeah.
They really are. Like back in school when I was in art school, like there
Yeah.
was a girl in my class that was like more proficient in pastels, and that was my reaction at first. I was like, this doesn't seem that complicated," but it really is. Like,
It was super hard. My gosh. So, I do have one student. So I host every month like an art cafe, which is again an open concept art class for adults. Hang on a second. I have
really
it. So, and she wanted to try pastels. I'm like, are you sure? Because it's like, I can guide you through it, but let you know it's hard. So she ended up doing this. It's not finished. And I'm like, keep
oh,
it.
nice.
It's
Yeah,
good. This is good. She's like, are you
really,
sure? I'm like, yes, it's good.
uh,
Believe me.
really
So,
is. Yeah, that's nice.
so she has to finish it. I have it here for the next for her next art class, but who knows when that will be.
That's super cool. Yeah, It's difficult. Like I don't even remember the last time that I worked traditionally on something, especially colors. Like I used to use Copic markers,
Oh
Copic markers,
yes. Uh-huh, uh-huh.
but yeah, ever since
Oh,
I joined the Rippaverse, it's basically like
digital.
digital stuff. Yeah, because there's
Yeah.
so much to do.
It's true. I mean, I can imagine that you guys are all super busy and you're just launching right now the you've already launched it, haven't you? The comic or not yet?
Yes, well, we're about to reach 1,300 pages, I think, in the
Nice.
last 3 years. So we have a ton of like comics out. Right now we have Norfolka, I think,
Uh-huh.
which is
Uh-huh.
a 40 something pages book, which looks awesome.
Yeah.
It's by a Brazilian artist named Ronilson and a colorist named Marcos Martins, who is a great colorist. Is one of the best that I've ever worked with. And yeah, but we have many books coming, so it's like a lot of different genres and like themes that we have. It's like Eric is a machine, keeps working all the time. He
Wow.
writes, he edits, like he does a lot of stuff, and the team is pretty great. Like
That,
you know
mhm.
Carol, I think better,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And she's another one that's like she's always working. She's so like efficient, organized. So there's a lot of cogs like to make everything work.
Wow. That is awesome. Kudos to all of you because I can imagine that, going independent and going up against, well, not up against, but competing
Yeah,
with big names and actually having that type of like um, that you know oh gosh I have the word in Spanish but I don't have it in English. That
I feel you.
oh, that's the problem of having two languages stuck in your brain. Um, oh, there you go. So Kara's playing actually a game with X-Ray Girl right now. Thanks, Tara. So yeah, I mean, I, I see that people are like purchasing it and really investing, are being very supportive and really like it. I mean, who doesn't like a good comic, a good story? It's like,
Yeah, and I feel like what's better about
mm-hmm.
the companies, like everyone loves what they're doing, right?
Oh,
So
that's so
I know
good.
it's kind of a cliche and like just talk to death, but we really have a lot of fun, like drawing and like working with everything that we do. Like I mentioned Carol, like she's
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
our writer, and
Yeah.
she got to publish her first comic with the Rippaverse called Dirty Deeds,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like amazing. Like the reception has been great, the fans are great, so it's like a dream come true to work at the
That is,
company.
that's wonderful. You guys are so lucky. Yeah, live the dream, and other people's successes and happiness. That really just gives me a lot of, you know, hope and happiness in my heart. Like it just gives me so much joy. I would love to work in something that I truly love. I don't do so right now, as many of the people who watch me know. But like one day, I would love to, make a name for myself in such a way that I can do full time what I truly love. No, and what I love is art. So
Yeah. I think like you mentioned teaching. I
yes,
feel like that's so rewarding.
it's it is.
I used to be an English teacher here. And
Oh,
that alone was like such a great experience, like for me.
you're my colleague. I'm an English teacher.
Oh yeah, all right.
Yeah.
That was really great for me for a long time. I had a lot of fun. Then the pandemic came and it became
Yes.
all like online, and
Yeah.
I lost a lot of like the passion that I had for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like it's hard, right? Like
Yeah.
the living with like making art is not easy. It's
No.
not like there is no sugarcoating for it.
No.
But it's if we don't make something, like I think creative people, if they don't do something even as a hobby, they
Yes.
go crazy, right?
We
Like
we go mad.
yeah,
Isn't it true? Oh my gosh,
true,
thank you. You put into words. It's like people don't understand, but it's true.
true.
If
Yeah.
I'm not, if I don't do something creative, I genuinely like, you don't want to be near me
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
I get even moodier than than I can get. You know, it's like no, and it's a fact. And I've always been an artist and a creative person, even in my classes. So I taught art indirectly through English.
Mm-hmm.
In a sense that I would have like art classes, like sessions, and not teaching so much grammar, but more like teaching something through English. And then they
Right.
would catch the grammar and learn how to speak it. That was
Mm-hmm.
my method, at least.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But so like when I had the interviews, like, so have you taught art? And I'm like, well, kind of like indirectly, because I've always been, I've always done art things in my classes. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that is something, right? Like you mix things, and like
Mm-hmm.
learning language is so difficult, right? Like most of the time.
Yes.
And I feel like if you add an interest to it,
Yes.
it's like great for like
It's
being more
memorable.
interest. Yeah, it makes it easier.
And look, Tara Crystal says, purchase Rippaverse comics right here. Yeah, baby. You go get those Rippaverse comics. You're not
Thank
going to
you.
regret it. Yes. Um, I think it's great, and it was very bold of Rippa to go out, and it kind of reminds me of kind of like Tom McDonald, who
Hmm.
also went, completely independent, and did what he wanted basically. And
Yeah.
I saw him in an interview recently, and he's like, if I were to go with the mainstream, I would not be able to sing the songs that I sing now. And I'm like, that is so true. They would have said, no, no, not this. You can't say this.
Yeah. I feel like Eric was seeing something that basically no one else in comics was.
Uh-huh.
When he because when he started, even I was his friend and I worked with him for about 2 years
Uh-huh.
before the Rippaverse because we knew each other from another page that he created.
Uh-huh.
And when I saw that he was like, "Oh, he's gonna have the warehouse," I was like, "Do we really need that? Like, to own the distribution and everything?" It seemed like a lot, right, to handle
Mm-hmm.
as a new like business and just starting.
Mm-hmm.
But he was adamant about this. He was like, "No, this is the way to go." And he trusted his vision. And now, like I saw the other day, that Diamond Press was
Mm-hmm.
going bankrupt. Like it has been
Oh.
for a while, and it was the biggest distributor of comics in like
Wow.
in America, Canada, and a lot of other places.
They're going
So
back.
so a lot of comics, like comic book companies, are waiting to receive their money from like Diamond. I think Dynamite has like $4 million to receive or something like that, because there's product stocked in Diamond's warehouse. So it's like a crazy situation, and it happened because people trusted a company with their own distribution.
Wow.
We don't suffer through that. Like we have our own system. The guys work day and night.
That
Crazy.
is
Yeah.
crazy. That is crazy.
It's very different, like the way he sees things. I think Eric is like a visionary in a lot of ways because of that. Like I wouldn't have like the guts to endure everything that you
That
have to endure. It's like
that's the thing also. It's like you have to have guts, and you have to have an entrepreneurial mindset. I do not have that, unfortunately. Because everybody's been saying, you know what, you should put your own company. And I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not a company person. It's like I would have to have somebody help me out, because it's like, and you have to have a vision. As like,
it is something difficult, right? Like for us, I'm not like that either. So it's like it's dreadful to even think about that. Like, oh, I'm gonna have other people under me. I have to be responsible for their jobs, their safety. It's like,
oh my gosh, no, it's a lot.
So much, yeah.
But I'm glad there are people like Eric who can do that. And yes.
So you mentioned you were born in Peru?
Yes. So
when did you move
to Canada? Okay, so this is my origin story. So I was born in Peru, and at the age of 4, we immigrated to Canada. My parents and my brother, and then afterwards, at the age of 14, we moved to Mexico because of my dad's work. Yeah, that's where I learned how to read and write in Spanish. I knew how to speak it, but I didn't know how to read or write it. Fair enough. And then when I was 16, we moved back to Peru again because of my dad's work. And then I've been in and out of the country. I lived in different places in Peru. I've lived in Cusco. I've lived in Lima. Yeah. Cusco was interesting. It's a very touristy city. But I got to know like the nicks and knacks, so I could get like my tourist friends like discounts, and I would take them to different places.
Right. Away from like the tourist traps and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I can imagine, like I've never been to Peru. I know very little of like South America, but those places where like there's a lot of tourism, they tend to have, right, like those places where it's for tourists only, and it's not really the experience you want to have sometimes.
It's true. So yeah, so I mean, I'm the kind of person, I'm very frugal on my own. So I'm the kind of person who likes to find like quality, but at the lower price.
Right.
So I would like search around, and for me, touristy is not a hotel. It's to get out and see the places. So I would recommend like cheap but clean like hostels or things like that. It's like, this is cheap. It's not a 5-star hotel. If that's what you're looking for, you can find on this one. But I suggest that you get to this place because it's right smack dab in the center of the city. It's dirt cheap. And you can definitely, it's like you go back and you sleep, and then you go out and it's fine. So I would do that for my friends, and then I would take them around. I was teaching English at the time, so I could go about a little bit with a little bit of freedom. So I would take them to like the Chocolate Museum, and I would take them to Sacsayhuaman or Tipon. My parents visited me twice, took them all over the place. We didn't go to Machu Picchu. It's very difficult to get there.
Yeah. I really wanted to get to know it, but now that like we have a child and we're expecting another one, that seems like the most difficult type of travel to take, because it's a lot of trails and walking and stuff like that, and it's like, it's a kid, that's a nightmare.
So I would suggest it's possible. I mean, it is very possible. I don't suggest that you go with your wife pregnant, because altitude, I've heard of people or women who were heavily pregnant that they went to Cusco, and because of the altitude, they went into labor. So I don't suggest that you go. Yeah. I don't suggest that she goes yet. But It really depends on what you want to do. Because if you want to do the Inca Trail, then definitely that's a lot of hiking and trailing and not for kids. But if not, you can definitely do some touristy things there. It's not a place where I would take kids personally. It's true, because it's very historical.
Right.
So it's like not really that fun for kids.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a worthwhile experience.
Yeah. I really want to get to know it someday, like because it's right next to us, and it's like absurd to not go there someday. Seems absurd.
Well, I mean, okay, here's the part where everything is perfect, but the face is just like, oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh yeah, it looks good.
The face is what. So I wanted to actually get him under the shadow, so I wouldn't have to draw a face.
Right. I think in that position you can get away with a lot, like
with a lot, yeah.
Kind of facing down, right, like a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to do. But he does have a smirk, so
okay.
I try to, yeah, because Kelsier is a character who is charming. He's very charming, and he really knows how to sell stuff to you. And he wants to create a revolution to topple the emperor. So let's see. And the person who commissioned this gave me creative freedom. So I said, okay, let's do something without it, like that I can hide his face so that so I don't have to draw it.
You're avoiding pain.
Yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am.
That's where you grow. But I do understand sometimes it's like
it's called cheating.
Yeah.
And I have no issue in saying it.
Sometimes you just need to get the job done.
It's true. This guy has been waiting for a long time, so. And he's gonna like what he sees. I guess that's why I like to draw, for example, Spider-Man, or like or Daredevil, or like people that don't have faces.
Yeah.
Because that way it's like I don't have to do the eyes. I just like avoid it. Cheating, absolutely. But I really don't care because I need to get the job done.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you need to do. To hide something in shadow just to save some time.
Oh yeah.
I'm still terrible at that. I want to draw everything. It takes like forever.
So. Oh my gosh, you too? Yeah. When I do, yes, I am very much detail oriented. So I can get lost in details, and that's not a good thing because it takes forever.
Yeah. I really need to hold myself back on those things, because especially when you're making like comic book pages, some panels have to be like really simple, because otherwise it's gonna take forever to draw.
Absolutely. Oh, we got 7 people in the house. Please comment, say hello. We are working here. You see now I'm going to pick your brain because I want to see how you like do the inking, like the shadowing. That's another thing that I have a big problem with, shadows. I don't know where to shadow it. So, well, I got the face finally, but no, hide some details in shadows. It will make other details pop. It's true.
Yeah, that's true.
That, you know, and I don't know about you, but hands. Now, I copied this out of a reference, so I got my hands right. But hands, the bane of my existence.
It is, yeah. I think when you draw, like I've been drawing comics for a long time, and that you either learn hands or you like get like a ton of reference to use all the time. But at some point you're gonna learn, even if it takes like a lot of tries, because it's just painful, right?
It's true.
It's it's the process. You can't hide your hands, like
You
your
can't, no,
character's hands.
you can't.
They can't always be like hands in pockets and stuff like that. Like at some point they have to express with the hands.
They have to express. And look,
Yeah.
this here. It says you got the amazing Igor on tonight. Sick. It's so true, Tabitha. And I'm just gonna, what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do this one here, and I'm gonna pop you up here so that everybody can see the whole layout. Look at that, man. That's so sick. And then we have the Creatorverse. Hello there, dropping in. Just amazed by the skill. Again, the Creatorverse is actually another artist, and he does his own comics as well. Really amazing guy. He recently he did have an accident, but he has overcome it, and now he is again creating. He is drawing, and he has his own live stream, which he does every night, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, Creatorverse. You do stream every day, which is more than I do. I cannot stream every day, so.
It's a good way to have discipline, right? Like to stream every day, but it seems so hard. Like, Jesus Christ, I don't know how you guys do it.
Well, actually streaming does help me in my to put myself to work art, because then either if I stream alone or if I stream with a guest, basically I have to push myself because people are watching.
Right.
So I don't have time to be watching like Instagram reels or YouTube videos, right? So it's like, no, you got work to do. So it does push me.
Yeah, that's what I feel like. If I feel like people get very productive, like on streams and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll say, see, I like what I'm seeing right here. Very much. Now the idea is where do I put my shadows? Where do I put my ink? And where do I get the depth? But it says it's not for the faint of heart. No, it isn't, Tabitha. And yep, that is correct. I'm also drawing 3 pages per day and 1 commission per day. Oh, nice.
That's a lot. Yeah.
That is a lot. That's a lot. Okay, so this is going to be my Kelsier. He does have a few more strings. So he has a cape called Mistborn cape that is like a bunch of like strings, you could say.
Are those like in front of him also part of the cape, like the ribbons? Yeah, that's cool.
So I gotta make it look as if it's part of the cape. So let's see if I can. There, that looks better. You see, I wasn't able to go to art school. So my story is kind of funny because I was going to go to art school, but I chickened out for the exam.
Really?
I was always a chicken for exams, and I always I never really believed that I could do it. I did go to their pre-university academy or preschool academy, you could say. They made us do portraits. We would draw live. We would draw ourselves. So like each student would go around and they would sit and we would draw that person. I had my turn. But then it said, okay, it's time for like the exam, like the entrance exam, and I totally chickened out.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah. And then my mom was like, honey, art is not going to give you, so why don't you study this instead? They were very supportive in a sense, but in another sense, like, no, art is not going to give you like money. So why don't you study, pastry chef? And I'm like, okay. So I did. But I studied pastry chef for the art because you could do sculpting with sugar, cake decorating, which is what like I loved in a sense that's like I like the art. I just don't like baking. but I
I
like the
see.
art behind
Right.
the big
So
A.
you like a very specific part of it.
Yeah. So, and then afterwards, life kind of moved on. I wasn't able to go back, so I decided to go into teaching instead. But it's only recently that I've really started like, you know what? I'm done. I've always been doing this. Like, why don't I just push myself to try to get,
Yeah.
maybe in my retirement I'll be able to like to do
No,
what
you think
someone.
earlier than that. Come on. You're still young.
Oh, thank you. So
Yeah, but I understand this the whole struggle, right? That comes
mm,
with like making something and trying to find ourselves in that. The world is changing so fast, right? It's it's hard to keep track of what's gonna happen in like 20 years or 10
it's
years.
true. It's true. So I'm gonna open a can of worms right now with you, but first I'm gonna say I'm making a sweetie, a Sydney Sweetie Dunkin' Donuts chibi.
Oh, nice.
You should make it Tim Hortons, Tabitha. Why don't you make it Tim Hortons? Why does it always have to be Dunkin' Donuts? Make it Timmy's. That's original.
It's tapped the Canadian too?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's so
right. Just
Canadian.
the Team Hort. Yeah.
Yes, you can't beat your Timmy's coffee. Mm.
I never tried that, so
It's
I'm
okay.
gonna take
No,
your word for it.
no, don't take my word for it. I mean, Brazilian coffee is amazing. Like Timmy's is just like comfort food, you could say.
Right.
So my can of worms, and I'm gonna leave my Kelsier there, even though again he looks like a girl, but you know what? I'm just gonna anyway. So, is it? You mean you don't know about the controversy? No. Well, isn't that the jeans part? The thing that the controversy with Sydney Sweeney
Yeah,
wasn't
I
it the
saw
jeans
that.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw it. She looks great in jeans.
I think that's the problem, right? That she looks great, and
Yeah,
that's a problem somehow.
yeah. Oh, Dunkin' Donuts is having controversy right now too. Oh, the
Oh,
ad has
really?
a guy drinking Dunkin' Donuts golden hour, and it's talking about how golden he is. Okay. Sorry, I don't keep up with all the controversies, quite frankly.
Yeah, that escaped me. Like I
Yeah,
saw the Sydney Sweeney thing, but the Dunkin'
yeah,
Donuts.
the other one I didn't get it, Tabitha either. So sorry. Like
Gonna look great either way.
it's dumb. Just more stuff for people to complain about nothing. Man, don't we know it? No, I was going to ask you, like Pinterest. I want Pinterest because that's where I get my my reference photos. I was going to ask you about now don't kill me for it, but AI art.
Yeah, that's a difficult topic, right?
It's a difficult topic. Now, in this stream, you can say whatever you want, provided that I don't get banned or like it cuts the stream or anything.
Yeah.
You can say, I mean, you can say truths like pizza does, like pineapple does not belong on pizza. That's a truth.
Yeah. Right.
You can say that you like pineapple on pizza. I'm just going to say that you're wrong about it, but I will respect you for it.
Right.
You know, that's fine.
That's a long. That's the very controversial topic of the Rippaverse. Like, it's an internal fight for the pineapple on pizza or not. It's even on. If you go to our YouTube channel, you can see the Meet the Rippaverse team, and one of the topics that everyone has to discuss and opinionate on while introducing themselves is if they like or not pineapple on pizza.
No.
So that's the more controversial one. We haven't reached an agreement so far.
And what is your position on this? Again, you are
I
open.
don't mind. in my video I said I don't mind the pineapple on pizza, but I prefer if it's not there. So I guess I don't like it.
Very good.
But I would
Congratulations.
anyway. Like
Okay, you'll
I
eat it.
don't. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't discriminate food.
Okay, fair enough. That's okay. I do have to be honest. If they present to me, if I'm like in a meeting and they have like pineapple on pizza, I will eat it. But don't ask me. It's like,
is it good?
Yeah, don't ask me that it's good. I'm gonna put a happy face. I'm gonna eat it. Maybe I'll pick off the pineapple first, and then eat the pizza. But I'll be civil.
Yes.
So okay, so Dreaming Tabitha says, sorry, they're saying it's big propaganda because beautiful white people are saying they have good genes. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's yes. A jeans company is like advertising their jeans, and people are trying to conflate that with other stuff.
Really?
People are silly.
People, yeah, you're nice. People are silly. You're just really nice.
That's absurd.
Oh, and Drunk 3PO's team candy corn or no controversy. Huh. Okay, genuinely, I've never had candy corn, so I can't say. So I try things first before, and I'm not getting anything done. I try things first before I say anything.
Yeah, me too.
So, okay, this is Kelsier. We got Kelsier here.
So we were talking about AI.
Yes. So AI, AI art.
Right. So my opinion is like I don't actually have an opinion, I think, but
okay.
the thought process is like it's a tool, but I think it's not fun for me at least as an artist because I don't get like if I try to create something like let's say even as a reference, right? Like if I'm gonna look for a reference, most of the time the anatomy is wrong in AI stuff. If you take a closer look to the muscles and everything, like Pinterest is a big problem with that because I love Pinterest, but if you go look for anatomy references, you're gonna get a lot of AI. And if you look closely, the muscle groups are not always correct. Like they have a big problem with shoulder, chests, where they start and where they finish, where they attach and originate from. So that's one problem already. And if I'm trying to make something dynamic like this, AI is not gonna make it like even close. Like it's not something they have the ability to do. I don't know why, but if you try to generate like poses similar to this, you're not gonna get a nice result. So for comics, I think is like it loses the meaning because it's not storytelling because it doesn't tell a story. It's not consistent most of the time, at least yet. And it doesn't help with the reference because you need dynamic poses, and you're not gonna get that with most AI.
Oh wow!
So for me, it's kind of useless right now, even as a tool. But on the art side, I think it loses their humanity, right? Like so. But I don't know. I don't see anything that I like in it so far, but I feel like some fields can have it be useful to save some time. So in terms of like production, there might be uses for it. I see my wife works in games, mobile games as a concept artist, and for her it's kind of useless. But other artists in the game industry have uses for it. So for rendering and like kind of scaling up and down files, trying to make some aspects of it faster, like I mentioned rendering, but even like pixel art, they've used it and kind of draw over it afterwards as reference for ideas. I feel like it's limited, even though people think it's not. At least from my experience and my wife's experience, we've dabbled with it, and it doesn't help us because she's a concept artist, so she has to have new ideas.
Oh
And I
wow.
feel like, yeah, I feel like it just kind of stale in some aspects. Like I don't get poses from it, so that's the main thing for me. Like this dynamic poses. If I don't get that, like there is no use for me.
Oh wow.
I don't know.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's totally valid. And I'm sorry, I just want to say hello there to Writing Raven.
Hello.
Writing Raven is so awesome. Thank you so much for coming. She says, just thought I'd pop and say hi. Writing Raven has an amazing stream, YouTube channel with her dear husband.
Nice.
Master of the TDS. They have their Gothic therapy, which is
That's a great name.
yeah. It's a really awesome channel actually. They've hit some high marks in subscribers and things like that. And I was there when they hit 500, and now they're soaring like 10K or more.
Whoa, nice.
Yeah. So and Writing Raven, when are you coming out with that new book? The second part. So she is a Writing Raven because she does write, and she wrote a gothic gothic novel. She wrote it, and I read it in like probably 2 days. That was several years ago, and I'm still waiting for the second part. And I hope that she doesn't kill off one of my favorite characters. Don't do it, Raven. Oh, you're at 15K now. That is so cool.
Awesome.
That is awesome. Kudos to you. That's been on hiatus. No, hiatus is an understatement. That has been dormant, like the Vesuvio in Pompeii. So, like, come on, man. You gotta get it. I recommend reading it. The first part, it's a really awesome, like short novel. At least the first part. But if you don't want to get stuck in the middle like I did, waiting forever, you're Writing Raven. You can't be like Brandon Sanderson, girl. Brandon Sanderson had us waiting for like 7 years for a book that I'm never gonna read.
Yeah, it's difficult, right? Like you get a book that you read in like 2 days, and then you have to wait like.
So Brandon Sanderson is very well known for the Cosmic Reverse, for what's this, the Way of Kings, Words of Radiance. You've heard of it?
Yes, I've heard of it.
Okay, so I was a big fan, and I say was, because he first of all, he's writing too much. Like the archive, the Stormlight archives are too long now for my taste. That's the first part, and then the second part is that he made us wait like 8 years for the fifth entry, which is called Wind and Truth, and I think that he just dropped it all. I mean, he did take a risk and he dabbled into more, like, you could say, mature topics, to put it nicely, because I do have friends who really enjoyed it and who really like what he's writing about, and I just can't get behind it. So, and it's too long. It's like way too long. I love my books. I love like reading my books, but this is like, no.
Yeah,
so
sometimes it's very difficult, right? Like even the more basic stuff. Like I've grown tired of waiting for the next Song of Ice and Fire. It's like, oh god, that I've even downloaded the audiobook, and I promised that I would really listen to it, right? Because the first time I read it, to listen to it whenever he said that he was gonna release Winds of Winter, but that's never coming. Like I don't have any hope.
No, dang, man. So, but I can tell you that another one of the stories is getting narrations very. Okay, good.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
No, Writing Raven is very talented. a really very talented artist in her own medium, which is writing. So really awesome. I'll be yeah. I recently read a trilogy called the Licanius trilogy by James Islington, an amazing trilogy, high fantasy. He's an Australian, and he just kept things clean.
Right.
I read a couple years ago. I read John Wayne, I think his name is, The Hunger of the Gods or The Shadow of the Gods. I'm not sure, but it was super gory. Now I don't have any problem with gore, but that was like graphic. Like
really, I might have checked that out.
Oh, it's a good read. So I recommend that book for people who do not have any issues with like being splattered with gore, guts, and like flesh in their faces.
Right.
Yes. So.
What's the name of the series?
Okay.
Again?
All right. Let me check. I have to go to my Goodreads now. Because that's where I have everything. I register everything that I read, and then I also do. I'm not an editor, but I contribute to a review, like a book review page, with all the books that I've read. Not all of them, but most of them.
Right.
So read. Here we go. I read the Zelda. Next. So I read that the year before was, oh my gosh, already? Dude, oh man. Because I read The Way of Kings. Well, is it? Yeah. Okay. The Shadow of the Gods. John Gawain.
All right.
Let me just
Bloodsworn Saga.
Let's see. I'm gonna put in the chat here. There it is.
Awesome.
Yeah. No, if you don't mind like gore and guts, go for it. It's super well written. It's in a three perspectives. You have three different points of view, but it's definitely a worthwhile if you really like that.
Fun. Because I really like that. Like I mentioned, I'm into horror and all aspects of that, and it's one of the things that got me into comics.
Okay.
Is the freedom that the medium has when it comes to like horror, depictions of horror in general, like violence, all those themes that I feel like cinema sometimes can really tackle.
Oh, you're gonna love that book,
like
then.
comics, yeah, like comics and novels. I feel like it's something that movies can really do. Like sometimes they will do it, but it's not like if you think about like manga and other stuff, like they deal with that with such like technique.
Yeah. You're gonna like this one. I would send you my copy because I have a copy, like a a hard copy, but I don't know how it's gonna get there.
It's gonna take like 2,000 years and it's gonna be expensive as hell.
Yes.
Yeah. Because that's what happens in Brazil. Like everything gets here, and then like whenever the Rippaverse sends me a package, I pay. I don't, because they pay for me. They kindly pay for me, but they pay more in taxes than the actual products are worth.
Oh.
Because my country is just like that.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say that the Peruvian post is actually pretty good.
Nice.
That I have to give them credit where credit is due. Mm-hmm. That is definitely a because I sent several things. Like I sent Drunk 3PO a Cara Dune crocheted character. Yeah, because I also do crochet.
Oh yeah, I remember Anna mentioned it.
Yes.
In the poster.
Oh, so give me a second. I do have one of my characters here. Just a minute. Chat, entertain Igor for me. for those of you who are lurking in the background and who are new to the channel, I hope I've earned your subscription tonight if you like what you see. So this is one of the characters that I've done, crocheted from scratch.
nice.
Yeah, isn't she cute? Yeah, Sailor Jupiter. And I did her because I love doing boots.
Also, you did the shoelaces and everything.
Everything is done by me. Embroidered eyes, everything is embroidered. These hairs are stuck there one by one. Now, I did cheat because it's not the entire head, it's just the outside, because if it's the entire head, it's going to be bulky. Didn't want it bulky, so but she was, you know, everything was done. I did it for Fan Expo a couple years ago.
Right.
So I went there with my parents, amazingly enough. I say amazingly enough because my mom has like studied like Renaissance literature. Like and Fan Expo is like cosplay, comics, and like manga and anime. So I'm into it, but my mom like wasn't. So it's like, oh, I gotta go. So I took them. So I did her. I was just like parading her around, and then when I saw people who were Sailor Jupiter cosplay, I took a photo with them. It's like, can you pose with my little like Sailor Scout? They were very nice, and said obviously yes. So yeah.
Yeah. I really wanted to go to like MegaCon or Fan Expo or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
The Rippaverse crew went like once.
Yeah.
But
no, I can imagine.
I couldn't like get everything to work, like the everything to line up so that I could go. Now that there is a kid on the way and the other one, it's like even harder to travel. It also takes time away from my work, like because traveling actually like kind of puts everything on halt when it comes to work.
Yeah, I understand. So
much easier to work from home.
Yeah. So now it says Tabitha didn't request a Cara Dune. Gina is her internet sister. No, she did not. But she did draw the muse. So and then I have to step out, but thank you for the compliments. Have a good rest. Oh, thank you, Riding Raven, and say hello to the master of the TDS, please. Okay.
I actually follow him on
Twitter.
Yeah.
No, he's amazing. He's amazing to follow. Both of them are such wonderful people. Okay, I did have dynamic poses because quite frankly, I do need them. So now I can't find them. I did have like a Vin character, a Vin like Mistborn. Let's see. Let's look at Vin Mistborn. Maybe I can get some inspiration from here. It's very goth. I can't seem to find anything that when
it's your idea.
Yeah, it's like I can't seem to hit it. So I really like characters in very dynamic poses. Like this one here, he's like kind of flying, things like that. Kind of like yours. Like yours is like there's a lot of action going, a lot of movement. I tend to be more static. Well, obviously because like drawing is not exactly my forte, so I'm pushing myself to do it. But I do like a little bit more like there's something going on than just like the person just standing there. So the challenge is to find a pose or something that strikes me, and to be able to put it in this
Format.
in this format. Exactly.
Yeah, that's tough. It's a tough format to work on. Like when it's too narrow.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I understand the difficulty.
And I don't know about you, but I love to use my space.
Right. Yeah.
So if I have like a big thing, I like to use the whole parts,
Yeah.
like not just the thingy here. So, like a lot of people have done many fan art pictures of the characters. You have Vin, you have Ellen, Venture, you have Kelsier, but there's nothing that really like strikes me in the sense like, oh, this is what I want, this is what I'm looking for. So
that is tough when you don't find the thing that you
so like I had one streamer who was like, oh, I'm gonna do something new, and she was like 30 minutes looking at something. It's like, oh, I think I finally found it. It's like it's been half an hour. It's great. It's great, but it's let's see, flying jump pose. Wait, oh, man, why doesn't it work? Okay, maybe like this. Maybe it doesn't work with. Okay, there it is. Let's see here. I did find something that I liked, but I did it too big. Like I did one a few streams ago. So this was supposed to be Kelsier.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was supposed to be Kelsier, but he ended up like very feminine. And I'm like, you're a dude. You're a manly man. And this was supposed to be Vin. Very dynamic.
Oh, so you tried different things. Yeah, that's very dynamic. Yeah.
So I even got the hands right, but it doesn't fit. I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find this pose again. Try to put it into this narrow strip. I can't find it now.
I think this pose that you did is like you nailed it. Like,
which one?
The one that you have right now, like with
this
both
one?
hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this one's like very good for a bookmark.
Yeah.
The difficulty is gonna be reproduce a new one.
Oh, I'm gonna cheat. Oh, I'm so gonna cheat. I'm gonna take my tracing paper. I'm gonna trace it, and then I'm going to transpose it.
Oh, that's not cheating. No, that's not cheating at all.
No. Okay,
I wouldn't say that. Like you already drew it. Like you want to have double the work.
Exactly. It's like this is gonna be. This is one of them. Okay.
Yeah, this is the way to go.
Because it's like, oh, I like freehand draw stuff, and I'm like, no, I don't. I transpose it. I draw it. I draw a draft, and then I pass it on.
Yeah, no, people are too precious about drawing in general. I feel like they treat references and assets and stuff like that like it's the end of the world, but in the end you have to get your job done, and it's your language, right? Like so you, especially when it's a gig, like you have to get things done.
Oh, you have to get and you don't have the time. And sometimes when people, this is why I usually don't ask for payment before, because it just puts pressure on the timing. And when I'm pressured, I'm like, ugh. No, I just feel like it doesn't come out as well as it could.
Right. Yeah.
But then again, it does, like, I don't know how to take it, but it does put pressure in the sense that, okay, but I have to get the job done. So I can't daddle and and woo, I take my sweet time, So
Yeah, the stuff that I work on outside the Rippaverse, it's always like Paul that's working with me in this comic. He knows like it's gonna take a while
Okay.
because the Rippaverse is like the priority and has
Of course.
deadlines and all that stuff, and this is my actual job. So the
Of course.
comics and everything that I make, like covers, I used to do a lot of covers. I'm used to doing at least one a month. So that takes time, right?
Of
Like if I
course.
was just doing that, it would take me like a couple of days. But since it's not like that, like 20 pages is gonna take me a while to
Okay.
get that, right? So people know that ahead of time. And I know, I feel like as long as you're clear with your clients about that, people know what they're getting into and what to expect and time wise. So people need to be communicative, and that's gonna help like create an environment where everyone knows what's up, right?
That's
So
good.
you have your client, you know that he knows that's gonna take a while for the commission to get done, so you can work comfortably, and
Nice.
that's the stuff that you need to get out of the way, right? Like you need to communicate in a nice way with people. I feel like artists don't do that a lot.
Okay. Yeah, that actually makes me feel better.
Yeah, because if he knows that you're gonna take your time to do something, that's cool, right? If he's okay with
cool.
that.
Yeah, it's true. Now my other problem is that, for example, I did a sketch card. I don't have it here, but I did a really nice sketch card which I was doing during my vacations. It was commissioned, and unfortunately, the person is not like, he hasn't paid for it. So I'm like,
oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, I haven't sent it, so it's like, so whenever you can, just let me know. It's like, oh yeah. I think it's gonna be next month. Okay, it's gonna be next month, but it's gonna be here until you pay for it, and then maybe he'll never pay for it, and then now I'm stuck with it because it was a double character, Daredevil and Spider-Man.
Oh,
yeah.
I feel like that's the one that you mentioned to me.
Which one?
Some time ago. This is the piece that you were commissioning, right? Like that you mentioned to me. Yeah.
Yeah. I finished it. Finally.
That's something. When you finish something that you've spent your time on it, and then people don't pay you, that's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I understand, and but which is why I'm not pressuring this person. I mean, I understand that money doesn't come easy, etc. But also, it's like, I guess I should have asked him. It's like, hey, well, pay in installments,
Yeah.
Pay me this one, like 1/3 here, another third there, and then finish up. But I guess the person can't do it, so I'll just be patient. And if not, well, it'll just be part of my portfolio.
Yeah, that's the good thing you can do about that. Like, you can use that to scout for more work later on, right? That's it's part of the gig, right? Like
it's
the
part
being
of
an art.
Yeah.
Comes with the job.
And Tara says, "You never know when stuff will happen. Today, I got a dead battery for my car. Lots of money to. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That sucks. I had that once, and it was not fun.
Yeah, we had that 2 times in a row. Me and my wife. So yeah, it was terrible. We bought a car, and the battery died, and we tried to kind of resuscitate it with a friend of ours, and then we had to buy a new one. It was nightmare.
I had that when I had to go to work, and it wouldn't work, and so I was like, the car's not working. I had to take a subway. I usually take the subway, but at that moment I was house sitting somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So so I went and so I had to like take the public transportation to work, and I was not a happy camper that day.
Yeah, that
I
must
was
be tough.
definitely not a happy camper. And then we found out that the battery had completely died, and I was like, okay, fine, I understand.
Yeah, especially when you have like a deadline or time constraint, like you have to get to work or pick someone up. That's
Yes.
the worst time ever.
No, thankfully I didn't have to pick anybody up. If I had been carpooling, oh man, that would have been terrible.
That would be
No, no,
terrible.
no. It was all good in that sense, but it was no. It was Let's just say that I needed more coffee than usual to make me happy. Nope. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Still nothing.
Sorry to hear that.
That's okay. I'll find it. I probably have it on my iPad, but unless I download it. Did I download it? Please tell me I downloaded it. I don't want this now. Why do I have so many windows open? Okay, let's see. Did I download it? Please tell me I downloaded it. No, I did not download it. Dang. Or maybe I did, but I threw it away.
The possibility.
Let me see. Thankfully, hang on a second. Okay. Get this bigger. Icons. No. It's not my trash. It's not in my trash. What's this? Okay. I mean, I have a picture of Van, but it's somebody else's work, so.
Oh, I see.
It's just like for a nice reference of how she would like what colors I would use or how would she look. Can't No. Never give up, never surrender. That is my motto. And I will keep to it. Let's see. Let's see. Or I might, or what I could do is I could just rip this out. Though I'd be very sad to be ripping it out, but it's just that I really like this. What I don't like is the face. I can't seem to get the face right, but that's okay.
But you can use that pose for something else, right? Like
exactly.
Even if you don't use, I feel like it would be a waste not to use that for something.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Oh, this is that's Tabitha. Well, no, that's not Tabitha, but that was one of her art.
Yeah.
Art
I remember being there. Like the challenges are crazy, right? We had like multiple limbs, coffee monster.
Yes. Yo, you were the coffee. You were in the coffee one.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, so I really want it like this pose. Because it's very like she's in the air. It's very thin, but I want to put it into. But then, like, I don't want to rip out the paper. So I'm very constrained. I'm very no, I gotta do this. Okay, I gotta find it. Okay, I'm gonna give myself 3 minutes. If I don't find something in 3 minutes, I will choose something else.
Right. Start the counter then.
No, I gotta do this. No pressure, but I gotta do this. If not, I'll. I'll waste my time like forever and not find anything. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, Kelsier. I find Kelsier. How much time do I have left? 2 minutes. Mm-hmm. Minute and a half. Hmm. 1 minute, okay. I'm gonna start thinking of another pose. So the thing about Mistborns is that they have the ability to fly because what they can do is that they can either pull or they can push away from metals. When they consume metals, what they do is they burn it in their bodies, and they can either attract it via magnet, or they can be the opposite and throw things. So they can throw coins as if they were bullets. So nice. Yeah, so the metal, if for example, if they have rails like train rails, if the metal is obviously heavier than the character, when they push against it, what they do is they push their own bodies. So it's like as if they were flying.
Right.
So that's
also, they use kind of the attraction to fly, or
exactly.
like the repulsion, depending on. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool concept.
That's why. So he's throwing the coins. Kelsier's throwing the coins, and I want Vin, the female character, to be jumping in the sky. But it's not like a Spider-Man jump.
Right.
So, maybe dynamic jumping pose. Jumpling. Okay, yeah, jumpling. That'll do it. Okay. That could be. I could use another character. The jumping pose.
I feel like Adam Eve from Invincible used to fly like that. She's kind of pushing against herself, right? Kind of like just pushing herself up. But I think in later comics, she just flies. Like
really?
I think they kind of gave up on the idea of like propulsion or something like that. She kind of flies. In the animation, she seems to kind of just fly.
Interesting.
Yeah, she doesn't appear in the first comics a lot, like in the animation. So
okay,
that's why when they fleshed out her powers a little bit more,
okay,
they kind of just went with flying.
That's cool. Okay, so here's another question for you. So you like anime?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite one?
Code Geass and Psychopaths, I think. Those are
Wow.
the two favorites.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm not into mech stuff, but Code Geass to me is not a mech anime. It's kind of
Okay.
like more political intrigue and stuff like that.
Okay.
Fun
Fair
for me.
enough.
Yeah.
Those are the last. These are like new ones. I'm a little bit behind on my anime. So when did that come out?
I have no idea. Code Geass is pretty old, like 2005, I think. Let me check.
Okay, that is old for
Yeah,
anime.
it is
Okay,
old.
it's old. Okay.
Oh, I almost nailed it. 2006. Psychopaths is kind of more recent, but it's still old. I don't know. 2012? 2012?
Okay.
That's that correct? Yeah,
2012. Okay. All right. You know what? I'm done.
Great anime.
Okay, that's awesome. No, well, I asked it because you know what? I'm done. I'm just gonna rip it out and then I'm gonna be sad. But you know what? I just really want this character here, and I'm wasting time. So, okay. Now my thing is that I have to do it like in a small. I wish I could do like this, like a digital. It's just like scale it. That'd be so sick. Just scale it, and then you know. So I did this up here. Okay. Well, I'm finishing up Rurouni Kenshin, the 2023 version.
Okay.
Yeah. Amazing anime.
Yeah.
And
I haven't watched that one, but I watched the old one, right?
Oh.
When I was a kid, back when I was a kid.
Yeah. Well, I never got to watch it because I never really had it available. In fact, I've never really had available like comics in general.
Oh, okay.
So I know my comics because obviously I know I grew up with what's this called? X-Men, like the
Right.
Saturday morning X-Men that you could see. But I never had access to comics.
Right.
So, and anime, I didn't have access to Rurouni Kenshin, but I did have access, for example, to Dragon Ball. I saw the whole series, Dragon Ball, all the way to GT. I did see Sailor Moon, the whole thing from the first season all the way up to Sailor Moon Stars. Big Sailor Moon fan, as you saw.
Yeah.
And then I started watching Death Note.
Oh, okay.
It's an oldie, but I got so nervous that I stopped watching it because I'm like, what's gonna happen? Like these two are like head to head, and they're so cynical. It's like super cynical.
So
it's a great show. I gotta say, it's a great show, but it's definitely like super cynical. I'm like, what is going to happen? So I stopped watching that. I'm gonna take it out. I'm not gonna be chicken. I'm gonna face my fears and I'm gonna watch it, but later.
It is cool. I recently rewatched it while I was working because I saw it when I was like 17 or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's worth the watch. I feel like it drops off kind of like 2/3 of the way, and I was kind of a little bit disappointed with the way things kind of went from that point on. But still, like compared to other anime, it's still a great watch.
Yeah, it's a really good watch. It is. And here, Tara Crystal's asking, Maria, Sailor Moon cosplay when? You'll probably be seeing that when I have the money to purchase it. But I do have my Sailor Moon Luna slippers. They're big, fluffy, black cat Luna slippers. So that's fun. So that you can see. But Sailor Moon cosplay, nah. You know what? as much as I love Sailor Moon, I would not cosplay as her. I would probably cosplay like Naruto.
Oh,
I think he's so cool. No, well, more than Naruto, this other guy, Kakashi.
yeah, it's the
I
best one.
I would definitely like cosplay as Kakashi more than like Sailor Moon.
He is really cool.
He's
Yeah.
awesome. Even though I've never watched Naruto, I did this bookmark of Kakashi, um, that I got inspired to do, and it was so sick. And I'm like, this guy is so awesome.
It is. Design wise, it's great. Like, it's a great character. It's really cool.
Yes. So I was looking into cosplay like materials, and it's not hard, thankfully, but definitely it's like nah. And then what else? What other anime? Well, the oldies. I did love one that is super underrated, which is Magical Knights Rayearth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that when I was a kid.
You saw that? Oh, you're so
Yeah.
lucky.
It's the same. It's the same studio as Code Geass, right? Clamp.
Yeah. Exactly. It's Clamp. Yeah.
Yeah. So as I remember that when I was a kid, the armors in that are so cool. Like
yes. So yeah, I would cosplay like that also. And I did for the 30th anniversary. I did 3 bookmarks, which I gifted out to the public, to the people who were on the stream who put in a comment. So, but that, for example, that story, it's super underrated because not a lot of people know about it, and it's very short. So it's not a very long. It has only 2 seasons and probably 1 OVA, and then that's it. But I think it's a great story. That one and Fushigi Yugi, another one that is
that one I don't know.
No, it's not a very well known anime. Fushigi Yugi is somewhat. So it's a story of 2 girls, and they are they're best friends in the school, and they go to this. One goes to the magical land, and then comes back, and then when the one comes back, the other best friend goes to the magical world, and they come, and then at one point they both go in, and they become enemies. So
sounds cool.
Yeah. Well, a Naruto jumpsuit doesn't allow the skin like Sailor Moon outfit. I guess that's fine. I don't know. I just like to. I just wouldn't dress myself as a Sailor Moon in a Sailor Moon outfit. Sorry to disappoint the people. I apologize for the disappointment, but it ain't gonna happen. But anyway. Okay, so what? Oh my gosh. Look at that shade. Okay, how do you shade, man? I can't shade.
I don't know.
Me. No. Okay, fair enough. We kind of wing it, but still.
Try and error, yeah. But you kind of think about like because here there is not a lot of like shadow. I'm more like mapping texture, anatomy, stuff like that, right? So because in terms of like light sources, there would be one here that I'm gonna map for the colorist.
Okay.
And then the other one's gonna be here, but he's not gonna be lit from that angle, right? Like from below a lot, because this guy's gonna kind of cover it. But at the same time, there is like environment. They're kind of fighting their way to kind of hell.
Yes.
So there is a lot of red light coming out from like the sky here, the lava below. So the colorist has some freedom to work with. And this portal, I imagined it kind of green, so that we have some contrast. So this part here would be all lit like green, and then I'm gonna put like what we call a terminator, which is the darkest part between 2 light sources. So kind of a fill light and then the other light. So this would be something that you see a lot in anime and comics. You see like people draw this like kind of black line. And then there is this light hitting here and the other one hitting here.
That's called a terminator?
Yeah, this black line here is the darkest place,
Uh-huh.
we call it a terminator, which is like the point between light and fill light, right? So fill light would be ambient light, and
Uh-huh.
then you have the key light, which would be the strongest light that source that you have. So
Oh, man.
between those, you would have a terminator. So thinking about that already helps a lot when you have black and white, because if you can determine your terminator, you see how like just having this here
Uh-huh.
kind of separates the planes a little bit. Also, this
Yes.
part facing one way and this part's it's gonna be facing the other way, right? So this alone already creates kind of volume, which is something that is the most difficult part of black and white stuff. It's
Mm-hmm.
like creating volume. And
Okay.
the other part is like occlusion, right? So it's places that no light is gonna hit. So no light's gonna hit between these muscles right here.
Okay.
So I can put black lines here, like here in the shadow of the shoulder.
Uh-huh.
Like you're not gonna get light coming from either place that's gonna be hitting this, so you can put some black in there. And then it depends on your style as well, like how much black ink you wanna use, because some artists have like really clean lines
Uh-huh.
and they just make these and then like yeah, all right, so this is like, let's say the hand is here, that's a good hand, right?
That's
So
actually a
you're
great hand.
come on. And then you have the arm here. So
Uh-huh.
some artists like Damora, which is one of my favorites,
Uh-huh.
he's gonna have like very clean line. It's not
Okay.
gonna have a lot of occlusions or black lines and stuff like that. So it's just about contours and shapes and forms. That already creates like a lot of volume because he's really good at it. And
Uh-huh.
some other artists, if you think about like David Finch or someone similar, he's gonna have lots of blacks and hatches and stuff like that, which is closer to my style, where I'm gonna have a lot of occlusions, a lot of those types of things
Wow.
to help create volume. So there's different styles of inking that you can have, right?
Oh, that's so cool. Oh,
Depends
I
on what you enjoy.
okay, now I learned something new. Okay, now I can go to bed. I can definitely go to bed. I learned something new. This is great. This is what I wanted to pick your brain on. It's like, okay, now I have him. I have him just for me. I get to ask him like the tough questions and oh, they were really tough
I
questions.
feel like depends on the direction that you want to go, right? Like so,
Yeah.
I always say we have a podcast in the Rippaverse with Kanan White and Marcus, which is who is the concept art, and
Mhm.
Kanan is one of the editors alongside
Mhm.
me,
Mhm.
and Andrew and other people. But
Mhm.
that's one thing that we always mention is like if you see something that you enjoy,
Mhm.
like think about it consciously, right? Be
Mhm.
conscious about your decisions when you're making art, like
Mhm.
stuff that influences you, that you like. Think about why you like it. Why
Mhm.
do you like uh, dark drawings, like with tons of hatches and shadows, or
Mhm.
why do you prefer certain painters? If you prefer like more painterly style, or
Mhm.
even anime and manga, there's a
Mhm.
ton of different like
Styles.
styles, yeah,
Yeah.
inside those. People tend to put them all together, but there is a variety of different
Mhm.
styles in there.
Mhm.
So think about what you enjoy and what stuff that catches your attention,
Mhm.
because that's usually the stuff that you're gonna enjoy making. So you need to aggregate that to your own style to make the experience more worthwhile, right? Like
Mhm.
I enjoy
Mhm.
this because I enjoy making this, right? Like, because I
Mhm.
enjoyed seeing this in other people's work. So that's something that you want to absorb and understand, and not
Mhm.
just like, oh, I'm gonna copy this and not think
Mhm.
about it. Like,
Mhm.
no,
Mhm.
think about that because you're gonna learn
Mhm.
something.
Mhm. Okay. Wow, that's awesome. And it's so true. And it's so true. But anyway, we are coming up to the end of this stream because we usually go until 9,
Okay.
but it was yeah, I couldn't let you go just like that. So So if you'd like to tell the I don't know if you stream, you mentioned you had a podcast. We would like to tell the audience out there what you're up to in the near future.
Yeah, I don't stream other than like when nice people like you invite me over and I can. I try to make time for that whenever I can. But I'm on social media. I think someone dropped the link down below. I'm active on Twitter, and people can find me on the Rippaverse channel if they just type on the search bar Rippaverse. They're gonna find it. We have a monthly podcast that we record, and then we are always on in the chat answering questions and stuff like that. So if people wanna join us, it's usually around the end of the month. We just had our episode last week, and it's called Control Z. So because we're all digital artists, so I guess the stuff
Control Z.
We use the most.
Fair enough. Yeah. That's awesome. I'm definitely gonna have a listen to that. And yes, all of Igor's stuff is down in the description below. Terra Crystal has been a wonderful mod as always. There you go. You have the you can follow Igor on Twix, and definitely follow the Rippaverse because they do a lot of great stuff. Very entrepreneurial, and they're really pushing their way through mainstream media, which is pretty amazing. So, and what do I have coming up, ladies and gentlemen? Tomorrow I have another stream. This is crazy. I've never streamed three times a week. I'm gonna have Smooth DJ joining me on Art and Tales, another special edition tomorrow, Friday at 7:30 Eastern time. And then on the weekend, you know what? I'm just gonna unplug. I'm gonna be having 2 barbecues in one day, and the next day I'm gonna be I have a long weekend this weekend, thankfully. So I'm gonna have Monday off, and I'm gonna go hiking with a bunch of friends. So I hope to do some nature painting. I've been doing that very recently, and I've been getting subscribers for the shorts that I've been doing. Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. I do want to get out. I'm more of an indoor cat, so I have to push myself to go out. And one of the ways is to go out to the trails and just paint art right there, right there. So I'm going to be doing that. So stay tuned for that. Apart of that, nothing else. Next week on Tuesday, I will be streaming again some mini golf, some crazy mini golf over with that last Tuesday was chaos. It was so fun. It's a video game that is just you're pushing around golf balls and you're hitting other people, and everybody wants to get into the hole. It was just beautiful chaos. So we're going to be having that next Tuesday. It's going to be a lot of fun, so stay tuned. Apart from that, nothing else from me. Again, thank you, Igor, so much for coming. Congrats for the babies coming. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. No, I get excited. I was like, oh, we're expecting babies. I love babies.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you photos.
Oh, please. Oh, I need to know. I need to see the first one, and I need to see definitely the second one. Please do so.
I'm gonna do that.
Anyway, thank you so much, and thank you everybody for who's dropped by, who is lurking in there. Thank you for not bullying Igor, which I had some people menacing that you were going to be bullied. Apparently, you weren't. Thank you so much for that. Thanks for that. Anyway, again, this stream, I'm just going to cut off the stream. There's no outro video because StreamYard has cut off all that. So, thank you so much, and check you out later. Check you out tomorrow on another Art and Tales. See yas.